Audrey Johnson on the Audrey Johnson Show. What an electrifying evening. The president of Guyana, Donald Ramotar, just launched Guyana Diaspora Project GUYD. Let's listen to the dignitaries and the audience response.
We're all Guyanese and we must show that love for Guyana. You know, we're all Guyanese. Guyana is a wonderful country. Guyana is like a heaven for us. We must all pay respect to that mother of ours, Guyana, that gave us birth. We're our string buried.
That's right. And you know, we're going to see this quote everywhere. His quote is, Guyana is heaven. Everybody wants to know what makes Guyana's sky so blue. And he said it. The quote is, Guyana is heaven. And share with us why Guyana is heaven.
Because Guyana doesn't have any disasters. No tempest, no storm, no earthquake.
No disasters. Just a very beautiful place.
Beautiful place, and it's very arable lands. The lands are so productive. Everything is great. Guyana is a land of 6 people, and we live in harmony, and we got to understand people's culture, each other's culture. My message to all Guyanese, we should unite together. We are 6 different people, races of people living in Guyana, and we should live as sisters and brothers because Guyana is our mother, and we should nurture from our mother.
Wow, you heard it. Standing next to me is George Talbot. Tell us, how did you feel listening to the president today?
Well, I was encouraged listening to the president. I think we all know that the diaspora is an important part of our patrimony, part of our country. Even though people have left the shores, they still have a disposition to help the country. So I think the opportunity to begin to engage them in a more structured way is a very welcome one. So I was very pleased with the president's engagement, and I think all present were also quite enthused with the president's statement today.
Awesome. What did you thought of today, Jennifer?
Well, I thought it was quite exceptional. I mean, it took me by surprise. I was invited a week ago, but I had no idea that there would be such a large gathering of Guyanese here today. I know that there are a lot of Guyanese in New York, but it just didn't, you know, it was beyond my expectations that we would have so many of them at such an elegant affair, and I think it was wonderful that we had the Director General of the Organization for Migration, the International Organization for Migration, and it's good to know that they are going to be leading this exercise, or at least, you know, we can tap into their expertise in getting together our diaspora movement.
Now, you're already working for Guyana United Nations, but what's your expectations after hearing this today? What are you hoping for people like all these other Guyanese who live here? What would you like to see?
Well, I think I'd like to see, there's tremendous talent in this room this evening. A lot of very accomplished Guyanese. I encounter accomplished Guyanese all over the world when I travel. And I think it would be good if somehow we could tap into all of those wonderful resources, the talents and resources that Guyanese possess. And if somehow we could channel, even if it's just a little bit of that back to Guyana, if we can somehow contribute even though we're not living there.
One of the things is that we need to go forward. We're looking for the successful people with action. Who's going to take action? What word you want to send out to the successful action people to take Guyana now really on the map?
I think I'd just say GUYD, which is, of course, the name of this initiative for the diaspora. Let us try to do whatever we can to, you know, share ideas, as the president exhorted us to do, share ideas with people back home, and if we can, maybe in our own small way, lead some small initiative. Many of us are in touch with schoolmates. I belong to my own alumni association. We have fundraisers in New York and around the world, and we support our old school. And if people could, you know, guide efforts in some way, even though they're away, we're not going to dictate what happens at home, but we should support and in our own way guide efforts. So I think that's a good word for today, GUYD.
GUYD. I love it. If you're out there, don't say I'm too old, because you're not too old, right?
Never.
It's just a matter of heart.
It's how you feel, and if you feel 100 years younger, then go about and get things done. I have my grandfather is 70 years old, and he's moving as a 30-year-old man.
There you go. There you go. So we want to send an appeal out there to all those Guyanese who have something inside of you saying, come and help build the country. Come and help do it. What was the title I heard tonight? Migration versus mobility. loyalty. When you heard that, what rang in your head?
Well, it's a sense of giving back. It makes me want to go back home and give a part of my professionalism, and in whatever way I can help to help our people, our citizens back home to excel and to enjoy that same prosperity that we're enjoying here. So it makes me want to go back home and see whatever my professionalism fits in the government role and give back.
That's exactly correct. And as a Guyanese, to share with you, this is a moment for me and many, many others to see this moment has come and arrived. And we're all going to go back, but we're not going to forget where we came from. And that's what we heard tonight. Tangerine, you are a journalist. You're a Guyanese. You've been abroad for a long time. How did you feel sitting in your chair, hearing and watching the whole entire crowd?
First of all, I was totally impressed with the presentation, and I am so happy that Guyanese will be engaged in the development in Guyana. The president was awesome in his speech, and I am sure that everyone is eager, all of our Guyanese people, all the Guyanese people who live here are eager to get involved in the development of Guyana. I think it's a fantastic thing.
What about the president's speech about the diaspora of Guyana? What did you think of this moment? Did you ever think this day will come?
Yes, this day will come. I have every confidence, and this is the first time I'm seeing the president, and I'm very pleased and I'm very optimistic. And I've been in America since 1978, but my heart is always with Guyana. And unfortunately, I'm not an industrialist that I have a bigger check. All I've been concerned with is music. You see, because the cultural assets of a country are as important as the gold and the diamonds and so on. It inspires our people.
Foreign Minister Carolyn. And Carolyn, wow, this was so powerful. Did you see the room? Did you take a look at what was going on? This day have arrived. What would you have to say?
Well, there's been a lot of excitement. I'm very, very happy with the response, at least here in New York, from the people that attended this function this evening. This is just the first step, though, and we're very careful not to create too many high expectations. But I think that for it to work, we need a cooperation of everyone, and this is what I saw this evening.
That's right. Is there one message you would like to send out right now to all the Guyanese? One message.
For them to go online and register on the GUYD project. It will help us it will guide us in our policies as far as they relate to the diaspora. And so get online and get registered.
So all they have to do, get online and register.